My name is Alan Steinfeld, and my program is called New Realities. Each week I go deep into the understanding of how we can start to change the planet, how new ideas can be presented to the world to unfold a greater civilization. I'm Alan Steinfeld, here with Sixto Paz from Peru. He's a ET contactee and one of the few that I know that are having ongoing direct experience. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for your invitations. For me, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
For me, it's very important that people like you come forward as a bridge to these other realities. I also have Veronique here as a translator in case, because his first language is Spanish. So how did it all begin for you? Were you just a normal person?
I'm a normal person. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sí. Me considero una persona normal.
I consider myself a normal person.
Right.
Solamente que el ambiente familiar no era normal.
It's just that his family lifestyle was not normal.
Mi padre investigaba los ovnis como un hobby antes que yo naciera.
His father used to look at extraterrestrial activity even before he was born. He was always investigating and was curious about it.
Él era asesor científico en materia de aeronáutica de la Fuerza Aérea.
And he was an investigator, scientific investigator for the Peruvian Air Force.
Sí, y en sus ratos libres investigaba los ovnis.
So in his free time, he would investigate about extraterrestrials.
En ese ambiente familiar, mis hermanos y yo nacimos y crecimos.
So that's how he was conceived, born, and raised.
It was natural for you then.
Right.
A mí me parecía algo natural, normal,
Yes.
ya que existiera vida fuera de la Tierra.
He felt that it was absolutely normal and natural that there's life outside of planet Earth.
Pero no era que me interesara mucho.
But it's not that he was interested in it.
A la edad de 17 años,
When he was 17,
tuve esas preguntas que todos nos hacemos alguna vez en la vida.
I made myself those questions that everybody asks.
¿Quiénes somos? ¿De dónde venimos? ¿Hacia dónde vamos?
Who are we? Where are we going? Where do we come from?
Yes.
Entonces busqué las respuestas a través de la meditación.
So he found the answers through meditation.
No encontré las respuestas.
He didn't find them. He looked for the answers through meditation.
But he didn't find them in meditation.
Entonces salió una noticia en el periódico que hablaba de sonidos del espacio.
So he read something in the newspaper. There was a news that talked about sounds from space.
Que podían ser mensajes enviados de otros planetas.
That could be messages from beings from another planet.
Entonces mi padre organizó una conferencia para comentar esa noticia.
So his father organized a conference to talk about that news.
Ya, y entre las personas que estaban ahí se habló del proyecto OSMA, la versión antigua del proyecto SETI.
Okay. So among the people who were there, they started talking about the OSMA project, which was the project before
SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence.
Ya, entonces se hablaba de que podría existir la posibilidad de que seres extraterrestres estuvieran intentando comunicarse con la humanidad.
So they were just saying that there's a possibility that the extraterrestrials are trying to communicate with us.
No solamente llegando con sus naves espaciales.
Not just coming in physically with their ships,
O a través de ondas de radio.
through
Psychic
radio frequencies.
Oh, but also on a
Sino
conscious.
también existía la posibilidad de la comunicación psíquica.
And also psychic connections.
Yeah.
Y eso a mí me interesó.
So now he was hooked.
Ya, porque pensé, de pronto ellos tienen la respuesta a mis preguntas.
He thought maybe they have the answer to my questions.
Yeah.
About
Entonces,
who we
por
are
eso
and-
con mi madre y mi hermana,
So with my mother and my
ya,
sister.
no con mi papá, porque era muy científico,
No with my dad because he was
Too
too
scientific.
scientific.
Yeah.
Yes.
intentamos como jugando a través de la meditación recibir un mensaje.
So then we got together and we started meditating with the intention to communicate with them and get messages from
Y
them.
recibimos un mensaje.
And we did. We received
did.
messages
Sí.
from them.
Y yo al principio no lo creí, pensé que era mi imaginación.
At the very first, I didn't believe it. I thought it was just my imagination running wild.
En mi mente me venía la imagen de unos ojos marcadamente oblicuos que me miraban.
In my mind, I would see an image of
Asian eyes.
Asian lights
Sí.
Yeah.
staring at me.
Sí.
Ah.
Ya, entonces el primer mensaje decía que era un ser llamado Oxal que decía querer comunicarse con nosotros.
So the first message was from a being called Oxal who said he wanted to communicate with them.
Entonces le pedimos una prueba
So we asked him for a test.
y nos dijeron que fuéramos al desierto al sur de Lima.
So they asked us to go to the desert in the south of Lima, Peru.
Entonces avisamos a los amigos y fuimos todos juntos.
So we told our friends and we all went together.
Wait, let me just ask you. You're getting messages telepathically. So you have to, they're just coming to you. It's psychic, and then you're writing it down like automatic writing?
Uno está totalmente consciente,
He was completely awake and aware and conscious,
solamente que meditando.
just meditating.
Y tú escuchas como que te están hablando en tu mente, en tu oído.
So you hear it as if they were talking to you in your ear.
Y sientes la ansiedad compulsiva de poner por escrito lo que estás captando en la
And
mente.
you have the compulsive urge to just write down
I get it.
everything that you
Okay.
hear.
Pero estás consciente, esto no es un trance, esto no es espiritismo.
But you're very awake. This is not a
Right.
trance. This is not channeling or
It's not channeling.
mediumship.
This is what they call antenna, being an
Sí,
antenna.
psychographic writing, that is conscience.
Okay, I get it. So then you got a message and you went with all your friends.
Le pasamos la voz a los amigos,
So
¿ya?
we told all our friends
Porque estábamos convencidos que no iba a ocurrir nada,
because we were sure nothing was going to happen.
porque no podía ser tan fácil.
It couldn't be that easy.
¿Ya? Entonces fuimos al desierto,
So we went to the desert
ya un día antes,
a day before,
ya para no confundirnos con cualquier fenómeno aéreo,
so we wouldn't get confused with any other
aerial phenomenon.
right, like so they wouldn't get confused with some planes or any
so you
other
went
stuff.
the day
So
before
they went the day
they
before
told you
to
were going to
stu-
show up.
Right,
Sí.
right, to
I
see
get it.
what the
Entonces,
sky was like.
Llega el día de la cita, la hora indicada,
So when the day came at the right, they apparently they told him a time.
Yes.
ya
So the time came.
el ambiente era muy relajado,
So we were all very relaxed.
sí, o sea, no estábamos meditando, todo eran bromas,
We were
chistes.
not meditating. They were like just playing and
Right,
just
hanging out,
hanging
yes.
out,
Sí,
hanging
o
out
sea,
like
no
friends.
creíamos que esto pudiera darse.
They had no idea. They didn't believe that it was
Okay.
going to
Y
happen.
detrás de los cerros se iluminó la noche como si fuera de día.
And behind the hills, the night became day. It was
The
very
day
bright
became
light.
night, the night became day.
Sí, y salió una luz que
So
se
there was
desplazó
a-
sobre las crestas de las montañas.
They see a light started traveling through the mountains.
Se detuvo allí en los cerros,
It stopped right there in the top of the mountain,
ya, y descendió encima de nosotros a una altura de unos 80 metros.
and it came down on top of us to about 80 meters above us.
Era un objeto en forma de disco,
It was a round
round shape,
object.
sí,
Right.
y giraba sobre sí mismo con luces multicolores
It was going around, going around with many lights of many
Right.
colors.
y proyectó una luz como de mediodía encima nuestro.
And it projected a light like the noon, the light that we see it,
Y sentimos pánico, terror,
and we were terrified.
You were terrified too?
todos.
Sí, everybody.
Totally.
Ya, entonces mis compañeros me decían, dile que se vaya, tú eres el que te comunicas con
So his
ellos.
friends were telling him, tell them to go, you're the one who's in touch with them.
Right.
Y yo decía, pero yo no sé cómo funciona esto.
I don't know how this works.
Ya. Y todos en ese momento captamos que nos decían que no bajaban porque no estábamos preparados.
So we all understood at this moment that they were telling us that they wouldn't be coming down because we weren't ready.
Oh.
Que habría una preparación, un tiempo y un lugar.
There'll be a preparation, there'll be a time and a date.
El objeto se
And a
elevó
place.
y se fue a gran velocidad.
So the
So they took
object,
off.
they took off. Yes.
Ya,
Yes.
entonces regresamos a la casa y le contamos a mi papá, que era el científico.
So we ran back to the house and told my dad, who's the scientific.
Y él no nos creyó.
So he didn't believe us.
Ya pensó que nos estábamos burlando sus
He
investigaciones.
thought we were making fun of his investigations.
Right.
We were
Entonces-
mocking his work.
En esos días intentamos nuevamente recibir comunicación
In those days, the days to come, we tried again to get more,
y pedirles a estos seres que le dieran una prueba a mi padre.
and we asked those beings to please,
Come back.
to give his father proof, to show themselves to his father, because he didn't believe them.
Sí, estos seres aceptaron, pero solamente para que fuera mi papá.
So they accepted it. They said they will do it, but just your father, just
Yeah.
his father.
Ninguna persona
Nobody
fuera de
else.
nosotros y él.
Just him, the friends that were there that day, that night, and the father. Nobody else.
Pero mi padre, después de que le insistimos mucho, aceptó ir.
So after we begged my dad to come with us, he agreed to come to the desert.
Solamente que invitó a todos sus amigos
But he invited all of his friends,
Okay.
y a gente de la Fuerza Aérea,
people from the
Air Force,
Air
yes.
Force, right?
porque ellos estaban convencidos que no iban a ver nada.
Because they were absolutely convinced that they would not see anything. It was-
Entonces llevaron telescopios, largavistas para hacer una sesión de astronomía al aire libre.
You got that? They brought yes,
telescopes and
telescopes,
everything.
everything to
Right,
do
right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
Sí, y era para no perder el tiempo, porque estaban convencidos que no iban a ver nada.
Oh, they did all this because they didn't want to waste their time. So while they were waiting for these ETs,
okay.
they could do other work.
Y detrás de los cerros apareció un objeto en forma de cilindro.
As they were there behind the mountains, an object came forth looking like a circular
Cylinder.
cylinder. Thank
Sí,
you.
como de unos 150 metros de largo.
150 meters long.
¿Ya? Y entonces mi padre y toda la gente de la Fuerza Aérea se quedaron maravillados, sorprendidos por esto.
So everybody, his father and all his work colleagues were shocked.
El objeto estaba inclinado y se enderezó.
The object was tilted at first and then it became straight.
¿Ya? Y comenzó a pasar como a velocidad dirigible, lentamente por encima de todos nosotros.
And it started going como a velocidad rápida o lento?
Muy despacio,
Muy
como un dirigible, como estos globos.
It started going around them very slowly.
Sí. En ese momento mi padre después nos confesó, ¿no? De que él decía, no puede ser posible, ¿no? Tantos años investigando esto y al final vienen a tener contacto con mis hijos y no conmigo.
His father could not believe it. He said so many years, a whole lifetime dedicated to investigating this phenomenon, and then they go and just have contact with his son.
Ya, y no con él, ¿no? Porque
And not with him.
qué injusto.
How unfair it was.
But they were making contact then, at that moment.
Pero por lo menos, sí, ahí lo
Él
vieron.
fue testigo de eso.
Él fue,
sí.
claro.
Por
hicieron
eso,
contacto.
por eso mi padre fue el que informó a la agencia F de Noticias de España de la realidad de estos contactos.
That's why it was his father who let the press know in Spain about this occurrence.
Y vinieron los periodistas de España, nos acompañaron al desierto y vieron aparecer.
So that's when the journalists from Spain came and saw them. They went with them to the desert and saw.
El periodista que nos acompañó, que se llama J.J. Benítez, o sea, Juan José Benítez.
So one of the journalists, Juan José Benítez from Spain.
Ya en ese tiempo era un corresponsal más de prensa cualquiera.
He was a nobody. He was like a little, cameraman.
Ahora es uno de los más
Today,
importantes investigadores del fenómeno ovni de habla hispana.
He's the biggest. He's one of the most prestigious investigator in the Spanish.
Ya tiene más de 50 libros publicados.
He has more than 50 books published.
Ya y es escritor estrella de Editorial Planeta.
Oh, I know editor. So he's a
So
big shot.
how long ago was that first experience for you and your
¿Cuándo
father?
fue esa
When was
experiencia?
that?
O sea, la primera experiencia fue el 22 de enero del año 74.
22nd of January,
The
1974.
first experience.
22nd of January is my birthday.
Really?
Yes.
Sí.
22 de enero.
Ya, y después el 7,
No coincidence.
7 de febrero del año 74 fue el primer avistamiento.
February 7th of 74,
Sí.
it was when they saw the
spaceship.
They saw the spaceship and
Sí.
confirmed the
Ya,
message.
y mi padre estuvo una semana después con nosotros.
And his father joined them a week later.
Ahora, pasaron 6 meses
6 months went by
cuando la nave aparece en el desierto,
when the ship appeared in the desert,
proyecta un haz de luz delante de nosotros,
projects light in front of us,
forma un domo luminoso,
creates a dome,
sí,
a
sí,
light dome with
like a
light.
half moon,
Right.
sí, y vimos salir del interior a un ser de forma humana,
And then we saw a being who looked pretty much human
con el brazo levantado,
come out with a hand up,
invitándonos a acercarnos,
inviting us to
They were
come.
human, dressed in what kind of clothes?
¿Cómo
en
estaban
un traje
vestidos?
brillante, Brian
A bright suit.
Bright suit, tight-fitting suit.
sí,
But they were human-looking.
sí.
Dice que
Not
como-
not with the eyes.
No, like Chinese or Mongolian.
Like big eyes. Big,
No,
just-
normal.
just
normal.
Asian-looking
normal,
eyes.
Yes.
Asian looking, and
Okay.
bright clothes.
And bright
Sí,
clothes.
Sí. Él lo que nos dice es que son ellos, o sea, que somos nosotros los que nos parecemos a ellos.
He said to him that we look like them. It's not like
The
they
aliens
look like
said
us.
to them.
sí,
We
porque
copy them.
según ellos, nosotros somos una siembra de vida extraterrestre.
Right, we are, but which we already know.
But what is their message? Why did they come? What did they tell
¿Cuál es el
you?
mensaje? ¿Por qué vinieron? ¿Qué te dijeron?
Porque nosotros somos para ellos un experimento sociológico.
We are a sociological experiment for them.
Un experimento antropológico, metafísico.
An anthropological, metaphysical experiment.
Ellos necesitan de nosotros para seguir evolucionando.
They need us to keep growing and keep evolving.
O sea, observándonos a nosotros, ellos piensan o esperan recuperar aspectos en la evolución que ellos han olvidado.
Watching us, they expect to recuperate or to get back certain aspects of their evolution that they have lost.
Es como cuando tú te vas a una tribu perdida del Amazonas.
It's like when you go to like a shaman or a tribe in the Amazons.
Te encuentras a un grupo humano primitivo,
You find a primitive group of humans,
pero que no
But-
padece de cáncer, que no
but they
padece de
have
diabetes.
no, right, they have no cancer.
They're more
no
connected.
Sí,
Right.
que no tiene depresión, que
They
no
have no
asesinan
depression.
a sus hijos o a la
They
pareja.
don't, you know,
Right.
they don't murder people.
But so they are more evolved intellectually, but they forgot their emotional self.
Yes, that's
But
true.
what about the spirit in them versus they're still spiritual beings,
Son
right?
la
Sí,
espíritu.
ellos están o sea, ellos consideran de que el ser humano tiene 7 cuerpos,
They consider that human beings have 7 bodies.
ya, o sea, ellos también, ya, y
So
uno de
do
esos
they.
cuerpos es el espíritu, la
And one of the
conciencia,
bodies is the spirit,
ya,
consciousness.
y que con esos 7 cuerpos uno puede vivir experiencias en 7 dimensiones.
With those 7 bodies, we can live, or they can live experiences in 7 different dimensions.
Y que más allá de la 7ª dimensión, como en la música, en una octava superior,
Beyond the 7th dimension, like music, which is another octave.
ya, y
superior.
hay universos paralelos y hay otras
There's
dimensiones.
parallel universes
Ajá.
and other dimensions.
Ya, y hay entidades que vienen también de esos universos paralelos.
And there's some entities that are coming from those parallel universes.
But they're not greater than us. They may be more evolved intellectually, but are they the same on a spirit level?
Sí, ellos dicen que son como el hermano mayor que está en la universidad.
They say of themselves that they are as if they were our older brothers who are in the university and we're in kindergarten.
But there was more than one race you've seen. There's many. How many different species?
Hay 60 razas que están llegando a la Tierra.
There's 60 different races
60.
who are coming to Earth.
55 de ellas vienen con
55
buenas
of them are
intenciones.
coming with good intentions.
5 no vienen con buenas
5
intenciones.
not so good intentions.
Por eso hay más de 38 naves extraterrestres que se han estrellado en diversas partes de la
That's
Tierra.
why there are more than 38
Naves, spaceships,
spaceships that have crashed in
ya,
different
que han
points
sido
of the Earth
derribadas por otras que están cuidando la Tierra.
because they have been brought down by other spaceships that are taking care, like watching over us.
Ahora, ellos dicen de que los grandes problemas del ser humano aquí en la Tierra
They say that the biggest problems that human beings have here on Earth
también son culpa de los extraterrestres.
are also due to the extraterrestrials.
What kind of problems?
Podríamos
Okay.
decir el egoísmo, la violencia,
The violence,
sí,
Violence,
sí.
yeah,
That's
selfishness.
due to extraterrestrials.
Sí, ¿por qué? Porque hace 26,000 años de los nuestros,
Because there's been 26,000 years of ours.
un grupo de extraterrestres fueron deportados a la Tierra.
Oh, a group of them, I guess the bad guys, were deported to Earth.
Estos seres murieron aquí en nuestro planeta
They died here,
y quedaron atrapados como espectros aquí en la
and
Tierra.
they got trapped here.
I
as
see.
Ya, y ellos vienen manipulando psíquicamente a mucha gente en nuestro mundo.
They have manipulated psychically. A
This
lot
is
of
what they
people
call the
here.
archons. We call them the archons.
Yes,
You
yes.
know about that?
Yeah.
So we're right now bringing it up to the present, but I'm sure there's lots to tell in 40 years of story. Something is happening right now on planet Earth that's
Yes.
very important.
Hace 44 años atrás, los extraterrestres nos dijeron que este cambio se iba a producir.
44 years ago, the extraterrestrials told us that this change was going to happen.
Cada 26,000 años,
Every 26,000 years,
del centro de la galaxia,
from the center of the
se
galaxy,
emite un pulso.
there's a pulsation.
Es una radiación, una energía ya que llega a nuestro sistema solar y genera mutaciones.
It's an energy that gets to our solar system and creates mutations.
Hace 26,000 años los nuestros, los mamuts murieron congelados súbitamente.
26,000 years ago, they died
Congelados.
immediately. So this always happens every 26,000
I see.
years.
Entonces, esa radiación afecta al Sol y a todos y cada uno de los planetas del sistema solar.
So this radiation affects the sun and each one of the planets in the
Right.
solar system.
A la Tierra le afecta porque afecta el campo magnético terrestre
It affects the Earth because it affects the magnetic field.
y hace que el planeta se hinche.
So it makes Earth swallow.
Right.
Ya, y sufra lo que se conoce como la gran expansión tectónica.
So,
Tectonics expand.
Incrementa la actividad sísmica, volcánica,
Right.
so there's more activity in the
More
volcanoes.
earth changes.
more
ca- cambia el clima de todo el
the
planeta.
climate changes.
Right.
Ahora, eso mismo afecta a los seres humanos.
So that affects human beings.
Hace de que seamos nosotros también más violentos, más volcánicos, más
It-
impulsivos,
it makes
depresivos, autodestructivos.
It makes us be more violent, depressed, more anxious,
autodestructivo, sí.
Self-destructive.
Sí,
So it's happening right now.
right now.
So the idea is we have to rise ourselves up from an internal spiritual place to overcome.
Nosotros,
problems.
nosotros podemos crear una masa crítica
We can create a critic mass
¿ya? Que equilibre los acontecimientos
that brings equilibrium to those.
y haga que los acontecimientos no sean tan traumáticos.
So we can help those things not be so traumatic.
Yeah.
El 11 del 11 del 2011,
2011,
ya millones de personas nos unimos a nivel mundial,
millions of people got together
Right.
ya, para orar, meditar,
to meditate,
Yes.
to pray,
para crear un estado mental colectivo positivo,
to create a good mental force collectively.
Right.
para
collective
contrarrestar todo lo que
consciousness,
se había dicho que podía ocurrir en el 2012.
to avoid everything that they said that could happen in 2012.
Hasta la NASA había contribuido a meterle miedo a la gente,
Even NASA contribute to scare people.
diciendo que se venía el 2012 la más terrible tormenta solar.
They said that in 2012 we were going to have the most terrible solar
But we
storm,
didn't.
Que iba a freír al planeta.
Right.
that we were going to fry in here.
Esa tormenta sí ocurrió
That did happen.
entre
The
los días
storm did
5 y 6 de
happen
marzo
between the day 5 and 6 of March
del 2012.
2012.
Se esperaba que en 24 horas la onda de choque llegara a la Tierra.
They expected to get this
Solar.
the solar vibe in 24 hours get to the earth.
Sí, y que iba a arrasar el planeta.
I was going to destroy the planet.
Right.
Y hasta ahora los científicos no se explican por qué no pasó nada.
So even today the science,
But it didn't
they don't
happen.
know why it didn't happen.
Porque la
Why
gente se
nothing
unió.
happened. He thinks it's because people got together and they
Oh,
pray
the
and they,
vibration.
Yeah.
Lo mismo pasó en el 2015.
same thing happened 2015.
El huracán Patricia venía contra México.
Patricia hurricane
Hurricane
was
Patricia.
coming to
yeah.
Mexico.
Ya, venía con una potencia de grado 7.
It was coming as a grade 7.
Right, and people-
Se pensaba que iba a destruir todo el Pacífico mexicano.
They thought it was going to completely destroy the Gulf.
Y la gente se unió.
And people got together
And
¿ya?
they prayed.
Y se transformó en tormenta tropical y no pasó nada.
and it just turned into a tropical
Yes.
storm and nothing major.
So now we're in a critical time. Are you saying we should come together now and pray?
Pray, meditation, attitude,
Attitude.
and you can change the things.
And then what does the future look like if we can get through this part? Do we have open contact?
Estamos en este momento muy especial en el que se va a liberar toda la información que se ha venido ocultando.
We are right now in a very special moment in time where all the information that was being hidden for us until now is coming out.
Y existe la posibilidad que de aquí a unos meses o al próximo año se produzca ya el contacto definitivo.
From now, there's a big possibility that from now in a few months or like even next year, that we're going to have a definite contact.
Porque hay muchos científicos y mucha gente muy importante que está dispuesta a liberar la información y a abrir los ojos a la humanidad.
All right, so he says that there's a lot of scientists and important people from NASA and such that they're willing to be open and give us the information that they have, because they have had for years.
Y eso es lo que ellos también están esperando.
Right, and they're
And you
they're
got
open
that
for that too.
They are open for that.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes,
So
they're waiting for
They're
that.
waiting for us
Yes,
to come.
they're waiting for
Okay,
us to say.
we're ready.
O sea,
ready.
nosotros tenemos que dar el primer paso.
We had to give the first step. Basically, what he's saying is that they're withholding information, right?
Our
NASA
government's
and-
holding back
right,
information.
Right,
Yes,
right.
of course.
But there's
Yeah.
a big chance that they will come, they'll
So
come
if they
clean
release
soon.
information, the ETs will come forward.
Yeah.
Correct.
And these are ETs from where? Which place are they actually from?
Different places,
Okay.
different.
The good guys are coming
Yes,
forward.
the good
Your
guys.
direct communication, it changed you, right? You are
Yes.
now, this is your work.
Yes, o sea, viajo por 18 países cada año.
He travels to 18 different countries every year.
Estoy en salidas con mis grupos en diversas partes del mundo.
He goes with his group to different parts of the world.
He escrito más de 20 libros.
He wrote more than 20 books.
Me invitan a todos los congresos que tocan estos temas.
I'm invited to every congress where they speak about this subject.
Entonces me queda muy poco tiempo para hacer otras cosas.
So I have very little time to do anything else.
So let's talk about what happens. So when people come together and create a circle, you get a communication, or other people in your groups get a communication to meet at a certain place, right?
Sí. Primeramente, cuando la gente se reúne, nosotros no creamos un sendra, un portal dimensional, sino creamos las condiciones como para la comunicación con ellos.
So when people get together, they don't create a Sandra, him and his people. They just create the
A sendra is what, though? How do you define
conditions.
sendra?
Sí, un sendra es un portal dimensional.
A Sandra is a dimensional portal.
O sea, la persona en el año 74, la primera vez que nosotros vimos aparecer este domo de luz proyectado desde la nave,
On the year 74, which is the first time that they saw the dome of light projected from the spaceship.
vimos salir a este ser de forma humana que nos invitó a entrar en la luz.
They saw this being who invited them to come into the light.
No fue fácil vencer el miedo y entrar en la
It
luz.
wasn't easy to overcome the fear and go in.
Pero
go
cuando
in.
lo hicimos,
But when they
sentimos
did it,
mareos, náuseas.
they felt dizzy, they wanted to throw
Se-
up,
sentías,
nauseous.
sentías que todo el cuerpo se te quemaba.
They felt that the whole body was burning up.
Wow.
Y vimos esta persona delante de nosotros que nos dijo de que lo íbamos a acompañar a Ganímedes, a una de las lunas de Júpiter.
So they saw this person who told them they were going to accompany him to Ganymede,
Ya,
to
sí,
Jupiter,
sí, es una de las lunas de Júpiter,
one of the moons of Jupiter,
donde no hay vida natural, es vida
where
artificial.
there's no natural life. It's
Okay.
all artificial
Ellos,
life.
ellos han adaptado la vida allí como algún día nosotros nos instalaremos en la luna o en cualquier lugar donde nos convenga.
They have made life there the way we perhaps could make life in the moon or
Right,
someplace
or-
that we
Sí.
want to.
Entonces estuvimos allí con ellos entre 4 y 5 días.
So we were there with them about 4 or 5 days.
Right.
Y cuando volvimos,
So when we got back,
solamente habían pasado 15 minutos.
was only 15 minutes.
Really? You were in this light, or you didn't go to Jupiter, did you?
Sí.
No.
Yes,
La luz solamente fue para atravesarla.
the light was just to it's a portal.
So you went through the portal, you felt dizzy, but did you go to Jupiter?
Dice si fuiste
The
a
moon of
Júpiter o no.
Jupiter.
You went to the moon of Jupiter.
No Jupiter.
You went to the moon of Jupiter
Yes.
with the light.
Yeah.
And what was on the moon?
And not alone, with other people.
And what was there when you got to the moon of Jupiter?
Vimos sus construcciones, las ciudades son
They saw the
mayormente en el
city, they saw the
subsuelo.
constructions.
Sí, que estas lunas tienen hielo en la superficie, pero
This moon
océanos,
has ice in the surface,
pero hay océanos tan grandes como lo de la Tierra debajo de ese
but
hielo.
there's oceans as big as the ones we have.
You went there in 1974
Yes,
with your body, with this body.
yes.
Yeah.
And then, and people, you went into the
Era
light.
más joven aquel
Sí,
entonces.
sí. He was much younger back then, so you went there with your friends.
A different
and-
body.
Sí, sí, sí. Y vimos cómo vivían, qué comían,
So they saw how they lived, what they
cómo
ate,
ellos se organizaban.
how they organized
Ya.
their lives.
Ellos nos mostraron como una especie de pantalla
showed
de
us-
gas suspendida en el aire.
They showed us kind of a screen made of.
Ya, y nos mostraron lo que según ellos podría ser el futuro de la Tierra.
Okay, they showed us a screen suspended in the air, and they showed us what, according to them, what it could be the future of Earth.
Ahora, todo eso está escrito en un libro
All of that is written
desde
in
aquel
a book.
entonces.
In the book.
What
Ya.
was that?
In the
Desde,
book.
desde aquel entonces está ese libro escrito con
You
todo lo
wrote
que
the
dice.
book, or
Ya,
no?
sí,
Okay,
sí.
so he wrote a book after that
Sí.
happened in the
Entonces,
70s.
ya ahí anunciaba todo lo que iba a pasar en esta época.
And that book in 1974, 75, whenever you wrote it,
La-
it announces everything that's happening now.
Sí, la gente que habla mal de mí, ya,
People who badmouth me,
sí, dice que yo siempre repito lo mismo.
they say that I always say the same thing. I always repeat myself.
O sea, eso es algo bueno porque no estoy adaptando
That's a good thing because
la
that means I'm
historia
not adapting the
de
story.
acuerdo a
I'm not
todos los
changing the
últimos
story according
descubrimientos
to
que se
the
van haciendo.
So how many
latest
people
discoveries.
went with you to the moon of Jupiter? Like
¿Cuánto
cuánto?
fueron?
Ya, fuimos 7 personas.
7 people.
Ya.
7 people.
Sí,
7
y después fuimos muchos más, o sea,
And then afterwards, there were a lot of us, many
sí.
more.
Ahora, esa experiencia salió publicada a fines de 1974
So that experience was published at the end of 1974.
En el primer libro de este periodista español
In
que
the-
fue con nosotros y vio aparecer las naves.
In the first book of this
Right.
Spanish writer who
But
went
let
with
me
them.
Sí, 3 años después,
3 years,
years.
later,
ya, un grupo de soldados del ejército de Chile,
a group of soldiers from the Chilean
Sí, Army.
sí,
military
en la frontera norte de Chile, frontera con el Perú,
in the north
Of Chile near Peru.
Yes,
sí,
thank you.
ya vieron una luz que ascendió una colina.
They saw a light that came down a hill.
El jefe de este grupo de soldados, el cabo Armando Valdés,
The boss of this group, Cabo
Armando Valdés, sí,
Armando Valdés,
sí, ya les dijo a los soldados, cúbrame, voy a ver de qué se trata.
just he said, I'm going to go and see what's that about.
Él entró en la luz.
He went inside the light.
Cuando salió de la luz 15 minutos después,
When he came out 15 minutes later,
Yes.
tenía la barba crecida varios días
he had his beard was
long.
grown very long for many days,
y el reloj adelantado en 5 días.
And his
and
watch.
his watch was fast 5
Y
days.
es un caso muy
5
famoso.
days.
Y es un
That's-
caso muy
that's a
famoso
very
dentro de
famous-
del tema de los ovnis.
That's a
Very
very
famous
famous
case.
case. So, how many times have you been to that moon of Jupiter?
Many times.
Many times.
Many
Can I
times.
go with you next time?
Why not?
Why-
But
it-
you need to prepare.
I will prepare. I'm prepared now. I'm packed. My suitcase is packed.
You need patience.
Passion. Is that what you?
Yes.
So you do this like
Patience,
passion,
passion or
Passion,
patience?
passion and
Pasión
passion.
o paciencia?
patience, and passion.
Yeah.
Las dos,
Both,
las dos.
both.
Okay.
So wait. So, but this is only one place you go to. You go to other places besides that moon of Jupiter.
Lo de los Sendra fue el primer paso.
So this was the first step. The Sendra was the first step.
Posteriormente ellos nos invitaron a subir al interior de las naves.
Afterwards, they invited us to go inside this ship.
No a través de portales, sino directamente a
Not
través de
through
una de luz.
portals, but
But
just
the ship itself.
Yes.
Sí. Y he estado dentro de las naves de ellos, pues 4 veces en estos años.
I've been inside their spaceships 4 times in this past few
Y en
years.
una ocasión, en esa nave, fui donde ellos también a Ganímedes.
From inside the ship, he went to the moon.
Of Ganymede.
Yes.
Sí. Y tuve la oportunidad de hablar con gente que ha sido llevada de la Tierra,
And he had the opportunity to speak with people who were taken from Earth,
que tiene 100, 200 años de estar ahí.
who have been there for 100, 200 years.
Casi no ha envejecido nada.
They have not aged.
Y me dijeron que estaban siendo preparados para ser devueltos a nuestro mundo.
And they're being prepared to be brought back to Earth.
Infiltrados como una quinta columna para contribuir al cambio de conciencia de la
To
humanidad.
infiltrate them as a fifth,
Race.
Yeah.
Fifth dimensional being.
no, quinta columna.
Como un grupo de gente infiltrada para...
Fifth column
Sí.
to help us with these changes and the evolution of Earth.
Infiltrándose en medios de comunicación, en puestos de poder para
Right.
ayudar a que todo cambie.
They will infiltrate in places like communication and power.
So the people on Ganymede is the moon of Jupiter we're talking about.
Yeah.
Sí.
Are they human looking like us?
Yes.
I see.
Ahora, hay razas extraterrestres que tienen apariencia de reptiles.
So there are some races from the extraterrestrial races that look like reptiles.
Hay
Right.
otros que se parecen felinos.
Others look like felines.
Otros peces.
Others look like fish.
Right.
Ya, otros aves.
Birds.
Birds, yes.
Sí.
Ajá.
Hay otros que parecen insectos.
Others look like insects.
Y hay otros seres que son de energía, que ya ni corporeidad física
And
tienen.
other beings are just energy beings. They don't have a body.
Are the reptilians bad or they're
Hay,
not bad or
hay
good?
seres de apariencia humana buenos y malos, y reptiles buenos y malos.
There's extraterrestrials who look exactly like humans, who are good and bad, and same goes for everybody else, the reptiles.
You're just talking about the physical beings. There's also higher dimensional beings, what is called ultra-terrestrials by some people, right?
Yes, yes.
Have you met these higher, less dense beings?
Sí, bueno, primeramente, sí existen seres ultraterrestres de universos paralelos.
There are beings who are ultra terrestrial from parallel universes.
Ahora, estos seres, como no tienen corporeidad física,
Because they don't have a physical body,
pueden incorporarse en alguien
they can get attached to someone or
de este
incorporate
universo material
from this material world
para manifestarse.
to manifest themselves.
In a good way.
Sí,
Bien.
es lo que habría pasado con Jesús.
That's what would have happened with Jesus.
O sea, Jesús, uno de estos seres ultraterrestres, se incorporó
One of
durante
these-
los 3 años de vida pública.
Right. One of these beings incorporated itself to Jesus' body in those 3 years of public he was very popular, right? He
But
was
let me just ask you, when you go to these other planets, it must be really exciting. It's like, oh my God, I'm on another planet. Is it like that for you, or is it the
Yes.
emotions very exciting?
Vivo fascinado con las experiencias que me han tocado vivir.
I am fascinated with all the experiences I had
It's
to live.
incredible.
Yeah.
I definitely would love to go. This
Yes. In the near future.
In the near
Why not?
future.
Yes.
But to come back too. I'd love to. I want to be stuck there.
He encontrado el mejor lugar ya para una experiencia de contacto.
He has found the absolutely best place for a contact experience.
Oh yeah,
Para una
where's that?
experiencia como nunca antes se ha dado.
Where's
An
that?
experience like never before.
Va a ser
seen.
en New Jersey,
It's going to be New Jersey.
ya, pero será de aquí a un mes y medio o más.
It's in a month and a half. Oh, we're going. Ana.
We're going.
Yes. Por eso vamos a preparar la experiencia.
That's why we had to be ready for it. We had to prepare.
Y mañana estamos haciendo una salida entre la gente que ya tiene mucho tiempo trabajando
So tomorrow we are doing an experience among a lot of people who have been working on this for a while
para acordar con ellos
to arrange with them. When
Yeah.
he says them,
Yes, the
y
ETs.
poder hacer una invitación formal.
so they can make a formal invitation to other people.
So what do we need to do to prepare the people who will go later? What should I do?
Estar varios días, no un día, 2, 3 días quizás, para vivir la experiencia.
You have to be a few days, not 1 day, 2,
Right.
3, 4 days
Ya,
to live the
y
experience.
hacer las meditaciones y las prácticas sencillas que solemos hacer.
And just do the meditations and the simple routine practices that you tend to do.
En el año 2009,
In the year 2009,
Ángeles Macua de Telemadrid,
Ángeles Macua from
journalist.
Madrid,
German,
a journalist from Madrid,
Uh-huh.
sí, ya, y también de Radio Nacional de España.
and from a national radio station in Spain.
Su camarógrafo Ángel Valcárcel,
His cameraman
ya, y su sonidista.
and the sound person,
Se quedaron varios días con nosotros en el Pirineo aragonés.
they stayed many, many days with them in the
Sí, en
Pyrenees.
the top of the mountains in
Very
the
nice.
Pirineos, ¿no?
Pyrenees?
Sí, yes.
Yeah.
Y la nave apareció,
And so the spaceship came,
proyectó las de luz,
they got the lights,
formó el domo luminoso
they created the dome.
y los
the-
periodistas me dijeron, lo hemos escuchado a usted hablar y contar muchas veces esa
We
experiencia.
have heard you talk about this experience many times.
Está delante de nosotros.
It's in front of us.
¿Podríamos vivirla nosotros?
Could we live it too?
Para eso ustedes han venido.
And that's why you're here.
Y los 3 entraron.
And all 3 of them went in.
Vieron seres de más de 2 metros y medio de
They saw
estatura.
beings that were over 2 meters tall.
Los
7.
llevaron a lugares increíbles.
They took them to unbelievable, unimaginable places.
Y cuando ellos volvieron,
And when they got back,
15 minutos después,
15 minutes later,
no sabían si habían estado meses o años
they didn't know whether they had been there for months or years
en esa
Wow.
otra realidad.
in that other reality.
Y cualquier persona que quiera investigar si esto es real o no,
Anybody who wants to investigate whether this is real or not,
ahí están los nombres de los periodistas.
there's the names of the journalists who lived this.
Great. So this is all in preparation for. I'm excited about this for myself, but this is all in preparation for a planetary change.
Yes.
Let's talk about this global change, because a few individuals, yourself maybe, but what's going to happen now?
El planeta ya empezó a cambiar.
The planet has already started to change.
Sí.
Yes.
Lo que no es seguro que nosotros cambiemos con el planeta.
It's not a sure thing that we will change with the planet.
Lo que nosotros tenemos que hacer es dirigir los cambios del planeta.
What we must do is we must direct the changes of the planet.
Para eso tenemos que descubrir el potencial que tenemos.
For that, we must discover the potential that we have.
Según los extraterrestres, nosotros somos una versión corregida y mejorada de ellos mismos.
According to the extraterrestrials, we are a better version of them. We are what do you call it? Like a tweaked version, like an improved version of
O sea,
them.
potencialmente podemos dar más que ellos.
Potentially, we can do more than whatever they are doing or they've done.
Solamente que vivimos ignorantes de esa
It's just that we're
potencialidad.
ignorant of our power.
Por eso hay también una fuerza de origen extraterrestre tratando de neutralizarnos.
That's why there's also an extraterrestrial force that's trying to neutralize us.
Pero no es una fuerza que viene de afuera.
But it doesn't come from the outside.
Es una fuerza que ya está aquí adentro.
It's right here already.
Son estas entidades que fueron deportadas y exiliadas hace miles de años aquí
It's
en la
these
Tierra
entities that have been deported here to Earth billions of years ago.
y que le han declarado una guerra psíquica a la humanidad.
And so they have declared a psychic war to our mankind.
So this is what we're battling. But we're overcoming this. We're now, this is the final days of that battle, right? It's finito.
Yes.
Son los
Almost.
últimos días de esta
Sí.
batalla, ¿no?
Naturalmente que
Pregunta.
sí. O sea,
Absolutely yes.
But will the consciousness of people change is the big question, right?
Va a cambiar
la gente ya
conciencia.
está cambiando.
People are changing already.
Ya, cuando se habló de invadir ciertos países, hacer guerras, salieron millones de personas en el mundo a pedir paz y que no hubieran invasiones ni guerras.
When they were talking about wars of many countries and such, millions of people came out begging, asking the governments not to start war.
Ciencia.
That's collective consciousness.
Y es
That's
compromiso.
changing for the better.
Lo que pasa es que los medios de comunicación, las grandes cadenas de
It's just that
noticias,
the big news stations,
ya no informan realmente
they
de,
don't really
de-
inform
de-
us
de esta intención de parte de la gente
of-
de que se produzca ya un cambio
of this
definitivo.
collective intention, like real intention of the people to generate a good
But
change.
it's happening with this message, the message when we change as human beings, the ETs will come forward
Sí.
and give us free energy, right? Energy.
Ya nosotros hemos descubierto la energía libre.
We already have discovered free
Hasta
energy.
hacer,
Yeah.
podemos hacer funcionar motores con agua.
We can make motors go with water.
El problema es que hay intereses creados
It's just that we know there's monetary interest.
ya para que
created,
esto no salga a la luz.
So this can go to
No
light.
necesitamos el petróleo.
We don't need petroleum.
Podríamos
we don't
cubrir todo el
oil.
desierto del Sahara con paneles solares y tendríamos energía para todo el planeta.
need, if we put solar plant, ¿cómo se dice?
Yeah,
So-
solar
Paneles
panels.
solares.
solar, yeah, in the whole Sahara desert. With that alone, we can have energy for the entire
Ya,
planet.
Pero
Yes.
lo que ocurre es que todavía quienes detentan el poder, quienes están en
But
el poder,
obviously, people who are in the power,
están siendo controlados por esa fuerza tenebrosa
they are
ya,
being controlled by
Que
those
qui-
forces.
que quiere llevar al mundo hacia la autodestrucción.
So
that-
we,
whose intention is to bring us to self-destruction.
right, but now I feel with more people with meditation, positive, opening up to a spiritual level, it's changing, and we're just really coming down to will we make a collective shift or not?
Yes.
And I think we will.
Yes.
Yes.
¿No? Yo también creo lo mismo. Y estoy convencido que lo vamos a conseguir.
I believe the same and convinced we're going to make it happen.
Lo que pasa es que las cosas que valen la pena cuestan
It's just that everything that's worth something, it's hard.
y no será fácil.
It takes work and it's not easy.
Well, we're willing to do the work. Thank you for this section, but we're going to come back and do another section here. I'm talking to Sixto Paz Wells from Peru, a contactee, but an experiencer and an ambassador from the stars to Earth.
Only contactee.
Way more contactee. I'm Alan Steinfeld for New Realities. Thanks for watching, but stay tuned to part 2. Welcome to New Realities. I'm Alan Steinfeld. This program is about the expansion of consciousness and the expansion of human potential. And that's why I'm here with Sixto Paz Wells. And he's been telling me over the past 40 years, he's been in touch with ETs, extraterrestrials, who've taken him back and forth to many places in the heavens, many stars, the moon of Jupiter, Ganymede. You said that was created as an artificial life to Earth, human life?
Para
have-
adaptar la vida.
They have taken advantage of the conditions of Ganymede to create life, to adapt. Para adaptar
Who were
la
the,
vida.
Sí.
who were the extraterrestrials that went to Ganymede? Where were they from?
Ellos vienen de Orión.
They came from
Orion.
Orion.
Yes.
Oh.
Sí. De Orión vienen seres bien intencionados como mal intencionados.
From Orion, you have well-intended beings and bad-intended.
Seres de apariencia muy humana como seres de apariencia zoomorfa, como si fueran animales.
There are beings who look like humans and others who look like animals.
O
I
sea,
see.
aunque mucho más evolucionados naturalmente, ¿no?
much more evolved, of
Sí.
course.
Okay.
Y ellos han adaptado la vida ahí en Ganímedes.
So they have adapted their lives there
Ahora,
in Ganymedes.
ellos dicen que nuestra galaxia, la Vía Láctea,
They say that our galaxy,
tiene un gobierno
has a government,
ya compuesto por 24 seres.
which is made of 24 beings.
O sea, todas las civilizaciones más evolucionadas de la galaxia
The most evolved civilizations of the galaxy
están coordinadas, dirigidas por
are-
este consejo.
are coordinated and ruled by this.
So it's a council of 24
council,
beings from
correct.
many planets.
Y así es.
Within-
Y debajo de esos 24 ancianos o 24 seres hay todo un orden jerárquico de civilizaciones.
And underneath them, there's a whole hierarchy of, like,
Están
the government.
están los ingenieros genéticos o sembradores de vida.
They are the generic engineers or generators of life.
Están también los guardianes y vigilantes.
They are the guardians.
Sí,
Ah.
y más cerca a nuestro están los instructores.
And closer to us are the teachers, the instructors.
And they're physical beings. We're talking about just physical level. So
Yes.
did the Orions then come and seed Earth as a civilization? Are they the beings that brought life to Earth, human life? Or was some people say the Pleiadians brought life to Earth?
Sí. Según los extraterrestres,
According to the extraterrestrials,
hace 26.000 años los nuestros,
26,000
Sí.
to
Ve-
26,000
años atrás, sí.
26,000 years ago.
ya dos grandes civilizaciones fueron enviados como guardianes y vigilantes.
Two big civilizations were sent here as guardians and watchers.
Unos eran los de Orión y otros los de las Pléyades.
One were the Pleiadians and the others from Orion.
And
Pero antes de eso eran otros seres
But
los que
before
intervinieron acá,
that, there were other beings that came here as
que
well,
fueron los que plantaron o sembraron la vida en nuestro
who were the
planeta.
ones who planted life in this planet.
Es más, los extraterrestres dicen que el tiempo en el universo es como una espiral ascendente.
Furthermore, they say that the time in the universe is like a spiral upwards.
Y que hace 1.200 millones de años
And 1,200 million years ago,
nuestro planeta murió.
our planet died.
Desapareció producto de impactos de lluvia meteórica.
It disappeared through to
Meteorite.
meteorite.
Sí, hicieron que el planeta se desapareciera, se hiciera polvo.
So they made the planet completely disappear, it pulverized.
Por eso la Tierra fue seleccionada
And that's why the planet Earth was selected,
y los extraterrestres viajaron a través del tiempo y el espacio
and the extraterrestrials traveled through time and space,
y vinieron a la Tierra antes que la Tierra muriera.
and they came here before the Earth disappeared and died.
Impidieron de que muriera
So it stopped it from dying.
y crearon un tiempo alternativo paradójico.
And they created an alternative timeline, a paradox.
Paradox. Sí.
Paradox.
Sí, o sea que nosotros vivimos en un tiempo al margen del real tiempo del universo.
So we are living at a parallel, alternate time from the real universe.
Por eso ellos te permitían el venir y experimentar aquí.
So that's why they were allowed to come and experiment here.
Ahora, estos dos tiempos debían correr paralelos.
So these two times had to go parallel together.
Jamás debían juntarse.
They can never meet.
Por lo cual los extraterrestres que se les permitió experimentar aquí
So that's why the extraterrestrials who were allowed to experiment here,
tenían límites para interactuar con nosotros.
they had limitations. They had limits on how to interact with us.
right, because we would go to this other timeline and we
Right.
would
Sí.
disappear.
Right.
Ya, entonces, pero el contacto con nosotros les afectó a ellos,
But to have contact with us affected them
a tal punto que algunos se hicieron adorar como dioses.
to a point where some of them made us adore them treat them as gods.
As God.
Ya, y tomaron pueblos para ellos
And they started getting civilizations.
y los enfrentaron contra otros.
for themselves, and then they started, facing each other, like
Hubo
battling each other.
extraterrestres que se hibridaron con seres humanos de la Tierra. O sea,
So-
que se
so-
mezclaron, que tuvieron
Oh,
relaciones sexuales con seres humanos
Okay,
de la
a
Tierra.
lot of extraterrestrials, they inbred.
Had
Mix-
sex
had
with the
sex-
humans.
Yes. So they created new.
A new race of
New
beings.
Sí, y surgieron mestizos.
So
Sí,
there's
cosa que nunca debió haber ocurrido.
Ajá.
which
Hybrid.
should have never happened. So they had children
Oh.
with people from Earth,
Sí.
and they created new.
Y también hubo guerras entre ellos por nosotros,
And there were wars amongst themselves because of us,
que llevó a que un grupo de estos seres fueran deportados y exiliados a la Tierra.
So then what happened is that a group of them were deported and exiled to Earth.
Todo eso ha hecho que ambos tiempos comiencen a acercarse peligrosamente.
So because of that, both timelines started to come closer and closer together,
con riesgo de juntarse en un solo tiempo.
with the risk of coming together, meeting at one time.
Ya, y crear un tercer tiempo.
And if that happens, then that it'll create a third time.
Todo eso ha aparecido en los campos de cereales del sur de Inglaterra y en más de 35 países.
All this has come in the cereal.
Sí, crop circles.
In the crop circles.
Sí. Todos
in
los,
England and other places.
sí, más de 35 países.
Many
35
places.
Sí.
places.
Yes.
La mayoría de los símbolos lo que hace referencia es a esto que estoy diciendo.
All the symbols are referring to this, what he's talking about.
Sí. Entonces, los mayas ya lo habían anticipado.
The Mayan civilization had already foreseen this.
Los
Yes.
mayas decían que sus antepasados vinieron de las Pléyades
They always said that their ancestors had come from the Pleiades.
y llegaron a la tierra a través de una gran cola de serpiente o caña hueca.
And they came to Earth through a serpent. I don't
Portal,
know.
a time hole.
Yes.
A
Una serpiente,
Serpiente.
una serpent, like
Sí,
a serpent,
serpiente.
o también una caña hueca, como una especie de cañita.
Or like a hollow tube.
Like,
Sí.
like a
Ya,
wormhole.
sí.
Wormhole,
Ya.
yes.
Entonces los mayas anticiparon que existía la posibilidad que coincidiendo con un pulso que viene de la galaxia cada
So the
26.000
Mayans
años,
anticipated that there was the possibility that, what was that?
coincidiendo con ese pulso que viene del centro de la galaxia,
So together with that pulsation that's coming to the center of the galaxy,
el nivel de conciencia de la humanidad, de un colectivo de la humanidad suficiente,
the level of the human consciousness, the collective consciousness,
empujara al planeta
would push the planet
a través de un portal dimensional colectivo que se crearía,
through a collective dimensional portal that
Ya.
they will create,
que se podría atravesar el 21 de diciembre del año 2012.
which we could go through on December 21st, 2012.
And that's what happened.
Y eso ya pasó.
We went
And
through
that
this
already
portal.
happened.
Sí, y entonces ahora se ha creado un nuevo tiempo
So now we created a new time.
y todo el universo está colapsando detrás de nosotros.
And now the whole universe is collapsing behind us.
Por eso los extraterrestres dejaron grabado en el ADN humano
That's why the extraterrestrials have recorded in the human DNA
Yes.
sí, la memoria del universo.
the memory of the universe,
El antes, durante y después del plan cósmico.
the before, during, and after the cosmic plan.
Por eso somos tan importantes para ellos.
This is why we are so important to them.
Porque nosotros tenemos la memoria de todo el proceso
Because we have the memory of the entire
Oh, that makes so only in our DNA do we hold the memory
hold
of
the
the
memory,
entire
yes.
lineage of life in this
Correct.
universe,
Yeah.
in this galaxy. Did this destruction of planets happen on Mars? Is that what happened? Mars didn't make a shift to this timeline?
Para el plan cósmico se seleccionaron 8 planetas que se habían destruido así como la Tierra.
For this cosmic plan, they selected 8 planets that had been destroyed the same way as the planet Earth.
En Marte hubo una
En
gran
Mars,
destrucción,
There was a huge destruction
ya, tanto de origen cósmico,
from a cosmic origin,
por guerras civiles también entre dos
civil
civilizaciones
wars between
poderosas.
2 civilizations,
Pero ellos no llegaron a destruirse
but
totalmente,
they didn't destroy themselves
como el
totally,
caso de la Tierra.
like Earth did.
On 2012, this is what they call the end of the Mayan calendar. We went through, as a planet, into another timeline.
La Tierra, o sea, el 21 de diciembre del 2012, la Tierra pasó a la cuarta dimensión.
On December 21st, 2012, the Earth went to the 4th dimension.
O sea, ya existimos.
We exist,
Ya es como si siempre hubiéramos existido,
as if we had always existed,
como si nunca no hubiésemos sido.
as if we had never not been.
El problema es que se ha creado una nueva línea de tiempo, obviamente,
The problem is that a new timeline has been
y los
created,
estamos afectando a ellos.
and we are affecting them.
Los mayas nunca hablaron de ningún fin del mundo.
The Mayan civilization never spoke about the end of the world.
Ellos lo que hablaron fue de la sincronización de los tiempos
What they talk about was the synchronization of the times,
o el giro del tiempo.
or the
¿Cómo sería el giro del
change
tiempo?
of the time.
Sí.
The
So why is that a problem? Why is creating a new timeline a problem?
change of the
Ya, o sea, esto se produce precisamente porque se unieron estos dos tiempos.
This happens precisely because these two timelines got together.
Ya,
They
entonces
unite.
sale una tercera realidad,
So then there's a third
que es la
reality,
suma de las anteriores.
which is the sum of the other two.
Right.
Para nosotros no cambian mucho las cosas,
For us, nothing changes much
porque ya venían cambiando de antes.
because things have been changing since before.
Para quienes
But-
cambian de forma radical
But for them, for who it really changes radically
y de forma retroactiva,
and retroactively,
es para ellos.
is for them.
Who them? Who's them?
The
Los
extraterrestrials.
The extraterrestrials. Our
Yes.
third timeline changes there.
For them.
¿Por qué?
They
Sí.
were hoping they
Why?
wouldn't meet.
Porque es como una persona que cada cierto tiempo tiene un sueño recurrente, repetitivo.
This is like a person who has a recurrent dream constantly.
Sales a la puerta de tu casa
You go out outside the door of your house,
y ves un hermoso árbol frondoso.
you see a beautiful tree blooming.
Pero cuando te despiertas y sales a la puerta de tu casa,
But when you wake up and you go out the door,
hay una pared, hay cemento, no hay árbol.
there's no tree, there's just a wall with cement wall.
Entonces, muchas veces sueñas lo mismo.
Many times you dream the same thing, the same
Un
dream.
día te despiertas,
One day you wake up,
llegas a la puerta
you go to the door,
y el árbol siempre está ahí.
and the tree is there.
O sea, siempre estuvo ahí.
The tree was always there.
¿Cuál fue el sueño?
Which one was the tree?
Which one was real, you're
De-
saying?
Yeah,
o sea,
which
¿cuál
one
fue el
was
dueño?
the dream? Yeah,
Which one was the dream? So
Yes.
we're now in a different time of dreams becoming reality. And
Sí.
is that
Estamos en un momento en que los sueños se convierten en realidad.
Así es, sí.
Yes.
Por eso los anángulos aborígenes australianos,
The
angels?
Anangulus.
sí, las tribus más
Oh.
primitivas de Australia,
So Australian natives, Aborigines.
Uh-huh.
sí, ellos decían de que el planeta Tierra y la humanidad
So planet Earth and humanity.
fueron creados en el tiempo del sueño de los dioses.
Okay, so humankind was created as a dream of the gods.
Right.
Ya. Entonces, ahora resulta ser de que nosotros los hemos
So now it turns out that
obligado a despertar
we have hold on. Yes, we
Awakening.
have forced them to wake up.
y ahora somos todos una misma realidad.
So now we are all in the same reality.
So we have been forced to wake up to our spiritual self.
Yes.
You go beyond the material world because that's the dream.
Ya.
When we wake up, we know that we are part of the divine.
Sí, somos seres espirituales viviendo una experiencia material
Yeah,
de
we are
crecimiento.
spiritual beings living a material.
This is the awakening.
Sí.
Yes.
Sí, estamos ahorita justamente en el momento del despertar de la
We are
conciencia.
right now at the moment of the awakening of consciousness.
Por ejemplo, según los extraterrestres, la muerte no existe.
According to the extraterrestrials, there's no death. Death doesn't
La muerte es
exist.
como el examen final al final del año escolar.
Death is like the final
What?
the final
Test.
test when you finish a year in school.
Ya vienen las vacaciones y un próximo
So
año
then you
escolar.
go on vacation for 3 months, and then the next year you go back to
Sí,
another grade.
cuando,
to another
cuando tú logras un nivel de evolución superior al nivel de promedio de un planeta, puedes reencarnar en planetas superiores.
So when you get up to the highest tier from the evolution from your planet where you lived, then you can reincarnate in a different planet.
But the Orions who live on Ganymede, they don't get old. They don't die, right? They are ageless.
Ellos también mueren, solamente que viven 2.000 a 3.000 años de los nuestros.
They live 2,000, 3,000 years
But they
instead
die.
of.
But can
of
we
them,
do that? Can we
and they
live
do,
to?
They do die.
Can we live 2,000,
Sí,
3,000?
porque ellos controlan su cuerpo con el poder también de la mente.
Because they control their body with the power of their minds. Él pregunta si nosotros podemos hacer lo mismo.
Sí, sí,
Vivir.
sí.
He
¿Algún
says
día?
yes, someday.
Are you doing that?
Es decir, tú lo haces. What-
Pues esto no me preocupa mucho a mí.
it doesn't worry me very much.
Ya, o sea, no es la cantidad de tiempo que uno vive,
It's not about the amount of time that you live,
sino el sentido que tú le has dado a lo que has vivido.
but the meaning that you give to the time that you live.
And that's what you're doing. But
I try.
No, you're doing it because why aren't you spending time here communicating your message? But the thing I want to see if we can tune into when you call on the extraterrestrials, when you go into that state, you shift your consciousness, right? To when you're. Could we do that now? Can you take us? Can we feel your vibration as it shifts right here?
No, uno tiene que prepararse
No, one has to prepare
ya para crear un estado de conciencia que permita establecer ese puente de comunicación.
To create that state of consciousness that would allow for that bridge.
Cuando nosotros intentamos la
communication.
comunicación en grupo,
When we try the communication in a group,
lo hacemos en grupo
we do it in a group
y meditamos
and we meditate.
y elevamos entre todos la vibración
And amongst the whole, we elevate the consciousness.
para que la experiencia sea algo trascendental, algo importante, algo serio.
So the experience is transcendental, it's important and serious.
So, okay, so if we're with a group of people outside, we would meditate together. How would we do this? Meditate together
¿Cómo lo
and
hace? ¿Cómo hace? Si
Ah,
nosotros lo
hay
hiciéramos,
muchas formas de meditación.
There's many ways of meditation.
No importa la forma,
It doesn't matter which way.
lo importante es la actitud.
What matters is your attitude.
Si tú crees lo que haces,
If you believe in what you're doing,
creas las condiciones para que
you will
funcione.
create the conditions for
Si
it to
no lo
work.
crees, no lo creas.
If you don't believe it, you won't create it.
so if you believe it, is it a matter of connecting with everybody's mind together and calling on these beings?
Ellos están tratando de comunicarse con toda la humanidad,
The extraterrestrials are trying to communicate with the entire humankind.
pero no toda la humanidad está dispuesta
But
o
not everybody is
predispuesta.
available
a
and is
contactar.
willing to contact them.
Mucha gente ni siquiera es capaz de contactarse consigo misma.
A lot of people cannot even
Right.
talk to themselves.
But-
Entonces, si muchas personas nos unimos con esa convicción y con una preparación, el contacto fluye.
If a group of us come together with that intention, then the contact will happen.
Well, I'm just talking to people listening. If we get together with a small group or 10, 20
Él
people,
pregunta si se
and
reúnen
they
con un grupo de gente,
focus their mind into a collective and put the intention
se
out,
focalizan
Sí,
en
sí,
eso
sí.
y hacen la
and maybe
intención.
visualize the eyes that you did when you first.
Visualizan.
Es que no necesitas visualizarlo, eso
You
viene
don't
solo.
need to visualize
What
it.
do
It
you need to
comes.
do?
Ya.
¿Qué necesitas hacer?
Lo único que
¿Qué
tienes que hacer
hay
es, o sea, nosotros hacemos respiración,
We do a breathing exercise,
relajación,
relaxation,
concentración
concentration,
y meditación.
and meditation.
¿Ya?
Okay.
Con esos 4 pasos básicos tú dejas la mente en blanco.
With those 4 steps, you leave your mind blank.
¿Ya? Y en ese momento tú recibes la onda mental,
And when you do that, you will receive the waves, the mental waves,
que muchas veces viene como si fuesen unos ojos que te miran,
which many times it will come as a couple of eyes that are
¿ya?
looking at
O
you,
como un rostro
or like a
que viene a
face
tu mente.
that
Y en
comes
ese
to your
momento
mind.
tú empiezas a escuchar o sientes que te están hablando.
And at that time, you start listening, hearing, or you feel that they are speaking to you.
Nosotros transcribimos el mensaje
We transcribe the message
porque la memoria es frágil y puedes olvidar lo que te están diciendo.
because the memory is very fragile
see.
and you can forget.
And then they're also giving messages sometimes of where to go, which place.
Yes.
And then they go together and then they
Then, no, they give us the details to the
details.
next contact.
and then when you find this place, you're there in a group and then you go into a meditation with the group on the land. You have
Yes,
to be
yes, yes,
outside
yes.
somewhere. And
Pero lo importante es sentir los lugares.
But the most important thing is to feel the space.
Hay
feel
ciertos
the place.
lugares que son cruces de línea de energía muy poderosos
There are certain places that you can feel the energy
Y que-
very strongly,
y que facilitan la experiencia del contacto.
and that facilitates the contact.
like the place in New Jersey you're talking about?
Yes.
What, you want to tell us what place that is?
No,
You don't?
not now.
That's fine.
No, no.
And also Mount Shasta
In
is
the
a
near
place?
future. Mount Shasta is a very strong place. Yeah. But o sea, no es necesario irse tan lejos.
You don't have to go that far away.
Ustedes
Okay.
tienen sitios muy cerca
Well,
de
this
aquí.
is seen all over the world.
Cada lugar tiene su energía, su vibración.
Each place has its energy, its vibration.
Sedona es magnífico lugar.
Sedona
ya.
is
Perú es
magnificent.
increíble lugar. Chile es
Peru is
muy buen lugar.
fantastic. Chile is
Ya,
great.
ya. Pero ¿para qué irse tan lejos si aquí
But why would
también
you
se
go
puede
so
tener
far away if you
contacto?
can do it right
Well,
here?
there's people watching from all over the world. That's why.
Yes.
So I want them to try it. But there is already there's an established energy field at these places, right? There's a vortex there already.
Sí.
And
yes,
makes it
yes.
easier for us to make contact. I see. Great. This is exciting. So do you have any final words? Anything you want to tell the people of Earth, as they say?
Bueno, yo quisiera decirles a todos que no crean estos temas,
I want to tell everybody not to believe any of these
ya,
stuff.
que lo sientan,
You have to feel it.
ya, y que se arriesguen a experimentarlo.
Take a risk and try to experience it.
Vivimos en un universo de posibilidades infinitas,
We live in a world and a universe of infinite possibilities,
¿ya? En donde las posibilidades más maravillosas las creamos nosotros mismos.
where the most marvelous, the most amazing possibilities are created by us.
Si estos seres realmente nos observan y están pendientes de nosotros,
If these beings are actually watching us and watching us, really,
es porque realmente podemos lograr cosas que ni ellos mismos han alcanzado.
it's because we are capable of achieving things that they haven't even been able to do yet.
Por eso toda esta parte del universo está concentrada y atenta a lo que está pasando en la Tierra.
And that's why all this part of the universe is watching us very closely, making sure they see what's happening on Earth.
Y la humanidad va a superar esta crisis de crecimiento.
Humankind will get over this crisis. This is a growing crisis.
Sí. En el pasado la relación de ellos con nosotros era como un adulto con un niño.
In the past, their relationship with us was like an adult with a child.
Ahora es como un adulto con un adolescente.
Today is like an adult with a teenager.
Ellos están esperando a que nosotros lleguemos por nosotros mismos a una juventud responsable
They are waiting for us to arrive to a responsible youth
y que nos permita descubrir toda nuestra potencialidad.
that will allow us to discover our potential.
En ese momento nosotros inclinaremos la balanza definitivamente hacia la luz.
At that time, we will tip the scale definitely to the light.
Y estamos en el tiempo para que eso pase.
And we are there. We are at the right time for that to happen. Amen.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
We are at a very exciting crossroads of change. But you're holding a vibration that will help shift because you're in direct communication. They're giving you're a bridge for vibrational
Tú eres un
frequency, right?
puente de la-
Todos podemos ser el puente
We
para
can all
que
be the
eso,
bridge
para que eso fluya.
for that to flow, to
Solamente hay que creerlo
happen. You just have to believe it
y esforzarse para hacerlo.
and make an effort to do it.
Okay. So be it.
So
Hey,
be
do you
it.
have any questions there? Any questions? Do you have a question, Nathan? Anything you want us to ask? We just wrap up soon.
The children, the children in contact.
Los niños que están naciendo en la actualidad,
The children that are being born now,
muchos de ellos son espíritus de otros planetas
a lot of them, they're spirits from other planets,
que están encarnando aquí en la Tierra
that they are reincarnating here on Earth
para aprovechar el trampolín en la evolución que la Tierra
to
ofrece.
take advantage of the...
Los niños no vienen a aprender,
They are not coming here to learn.
vienen a enseñar.
They're coming to teach.
Well, thank you so much. This has been very
Thank you very much.
enlightening. Thank you for
Yes.
taking the
Thank
time. Thank you all here. I've been talking to Sixto Paz Wells. I think a bridge between the dimensions, but just a very humble person, just trying to wake all of us up like
One more.
one more wake up. We're waking up one by one.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And next time you take people out, I'm ready. I'm all packed. I'm ready to go to Ganymede. I never thought of going there, but do they have children on Ganymede?
Yes. Yo tengo mis hijas en Perú.
My children are in Peru, my daughters.
Ellas también han tenido experiencias descendras.
They also have had these
Ah.
experiences.
Ellas también se han relacionado con los niños de allá.
They have had interactions with the children of the...
Of Orion has
Yes.
children. They have
Sí.
children on
También
Orion.
tienen
Ganymede.
niños,
They do
claro,
have
porque son
children.
humanos, son como nosotros,
Because
o
they're just like
nosotros
us,
como ellos.
or we are like them.
Have you been to Orion too? How's the?
No,
You have not been to
only Ganymedes and one planet in Alpha Centauro.
Ah. Have you been to the grades? Is that Zeta? No?
No, la gente de Alpha Centauro son 2 metros y medio de estatura,
People from Alpha Centauri are 2.5 meters tall, so
Ah.
ya,
like
y
8,
aspecto nórdico.
and they look like northern.
Nordics.
A veces en las naves los extraterrestres vienen acompañados de seres grises pequeños,
Sometimes in the ships, the extraterrestrials come accompanied by gray beings
ya,
that
pero
are
son
short,
androides,
What?
but they are androids.
no son gente como nosotros.
But some of
not
the
like
Greys came to take our genetics to create a new race, right?
O sea, lo que vienen a hacer solamente son hacer muestras, como tomar muestras
They're
del ser
just
humano.
coming to take samples.
Es
That's
como,
all.
como los médicos por
It's
parte
like
del
when the
gobierno
doctor-
que analizan a los niños de las
But-
escuelas.
Like when the doctors from the government side, they analyze the children.
Right,
from
but they're
school.
taking it to make hybrids to make new children, right?
Muchas de las cosas que se dicen a
A lot of
través
things that you
de la
hear
seducción, los secuestros,
that they're saying,
no son reales.
they're not real. It's
Ya
not
son
true.
parte de la política de intoxicación informativa
It's part of the politics of intoxication,
que se ha usado para tratar de meterle miedo a la gente.
So they have been using that to put fear in the people.
El problema no son los seres que vienen de afuera.
The problem is never these beings that come from outside.
El problema es los que ya están aquí adentro,
The problem is the ones who are already here.
de hace mucho tiempo.
We have to
A long
fear the
time.
earthlings. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. Thank you for your time. This is Alan Steinfeld with Veronica.
Veronica
Veronica what?
Mosha.
Moshe, translator, and Sixto Paz Wells. One of the books he's written is The Invitation, and we'll hopefully have you back, and I will report on whatever we adventure together.
Yes.
Do you have a website? Yes.
www.sixtopazwells.com.
Okay. And I'm Alan Steinfeld for New Realities. Thanks for watching. Thank you all. Good night. Good night. Thank you.